begins with this geek drop.
Welcome back once again to the Power to the Ground podcast on the Power to the Ground Motorsports Media Network. Today, we are going to preview the last round, the official last round of the 2021 Supercross season in Salt Lake. For those of you watching this live, don't forget to like, share, and comment on this video. If there are any topics you want me to cover or questions that you have, feel free to drop them in the comments section. We'll get to them at the end of the broadcast. We've got quite a bit of stuff to go over. For those of you who are listening on audio, be sure to follow and subscribe to us on your podcast platform. And if you would like to watch this live, if you're listening to this on audio, you can find us on Facebook Live or YouTube at Power to the Ground. And jump over there, hit the subscribe button to either one of those, and you can be notified anytime we go live. Before we jump into it, I would like to give, on top of the spot that they're going to get, I would like to give a big thank you to SUNSTAR for supporting the giveaway that is completing. We will announce the winners of this giveaway at the end of the broadcast, so stick around. It won't be too long. We'll try to run through this, but a little bit of fun while we're going through this. We have something that's never happened before happening on Saturday in Salt Lake City, and that is the Lawrence brothers are going to compete head-to-head against one another on the same track. So I want to know, and let me know in the comments section wherever you're watching this, who do you think is going to have a better finish in the final round of Supercross? Hunter Lawrence or Jett Lawrence? Just type Hunter or Jett in the comments section, and we will do a little bit of talking about this at the end of the broadcast after we announce the winners. So Hunter or Jett, who do you think has a better finish in round 17? Let's jump into some spots so we can get into it. First of all, Nova Pro Media. This is a new one. This is actually a company that I've had and been running at various levels for the past 5 years. If you guys have any marketing needs, any website needs, video production needs, anything like that, go ahead and jump over to novapro.media and book a call. You can book a call with me. You can book a call with my analyst, September, and get a strategy together and get you guys rolling. Make you some, if you're looking to do more sales or just starting to sell online, we have a lot of experience in both of those cases. So hit us up, novapro.media. Next, we have brotacofoods.com. Now, I just got this in the mail yesterday. I got 3 more. I had to replenish my stock. This is the Brap sauce. So if you want to get your own bottle of Brap sauce, you can head on over to brotacofoods.com and grab yourself 10 bottles so that we can keep Sean busy making more and more Brap sauce, because I know he loves him some Brap sauce. So jump on over to brotacofoods.com. Use coupon code PTTG for 20% off of your order. Also, shout out SUNSTAR Chain and Sprockets. Again, they were kind enough to help us out with this giveaway that we will be announcing the winners at the end of this show. So if you are interested in getting some SUNSTAR chains or sprockets or some brakes from braking, you can head on over to sunstar-braking.com and hit up Doug in the support email. You can just reach out to Doug, mention anything about Power to the Ground. He will hook you up over there, get you all ready for the summer so you can hit the track, hit the trails, hit whatever it is that you are going to be hitting with your bike. But I hope it's hitting something with that bike, not a tree. Don't hit a tree. Hit a track, hit a trail, don't hit a tree. Done that before. It wasn't fun. And of course, also jump on over to theground.com. Get your pick'ems in, grab yourself some merch. You can grab a sweet Power to the Ground logo canvas, as you can see up on the wall behind me. Those are for sale up on the website. We have new Juggy Jugs. They are the smallest. We're calling them A-cups. Some A-cup Juggy Jugs on there. T-shirts just like this one, getting jiggy in the whoops. All kinds of stuff on over there. So if you want to support the show, you can head on over, grab yourself some merch, and keep this thing moving. All right, let's jump in real quick. Partnerships. So as you could just hear, we just went through a bunch of stuff. We do not do sponsorships here. We do partnerships. And there is a lot of differences between a partnership and a sponsorship. Obviously, you probably know that just from the semantics of the two words. But if you are interested in being a Power to the Ground partner, you can head on over to the website and go down at the bottom, and it says become a partner or something along those lines. You just click on that, send us an email. We'll get back to you about that. We can talk out the specifics of the partnership. So if you're interested, again, head on over to power2theground.com. Click on become a partner down in the footer of the website, and we'll get moving on that. Again, if there are any topics that you want me to cover, questions that you have, anything like that, go ahead and drop them in the comment section, and we will go over those at the end of the show. Next week, this show, we now have two shows, if you didn't know. We have one on Monday night, and that is with Doug and Tiller, and we have this show, which for the past couple of weeks has been on Fridays at noon, mostly. It will be moving back to Thursdays at 7 because I no longer have class on Thursday nights, so I can move it back to that time frame. So make sure you mark that on your calendar if that is something that you mark on your calendar. Next Thursday, we have a special guest that will be joining us. Joining me on the show. So the show next week will be basically a hangout session with Dylan Woodcock. So if you are interested in finding out how his rehab is going, what maybe some loose timelines look like, and what he's been doing with himself for the past couple of months, tune in next week on Thursday at 7. I will be having a live conversation with Dylan Woodcock, and you can jump in the chat, hang out with us, asking questions that you have. And that is it for the administrative stuff. Again, if you have the question of the day is Jett or Hunter. If you are just joining us right now, who do you think is going to have the better finish on Saturday? Drop it in the comment section. Jett Lawrence or Hunter Lawrence, brothers facing brothers. Track talk. Let's talk about this track. It looks boring. It looks super boring. There are two whoop sections. That's probably the most exciting part of this track. The fact that there's two whoop sections, which isn't saying a lot. There is a long start straight, just like there was last week. It heads straight into a boring looking rhythm section, which goes into a whoop section, which goes into another boring rhythm section, and then another boring rhythm section, and then a whoop section, and then a boring rhythm section to finish it off. Oh, and they come across the start straight at one point too. So they come across the start straight twice, actually. They go this way and then this way. That's really all I got for the track, man. There's nothing. I wish they had thrown some sand in here, something like that. These are going to be crazy, crazy fast lap times. Even the video, I'd play the video on here for you, but we'd get hit with the copyright strike, and then I'd have to deal with getting it back cut out and put back up on YouTube. I just don't want to deal with that. So I'm trying my best to explain it to you. The track is just boring. There's really not. We're totally relying on the riders to make this interesting, which hopefully they will. We've got the East-West showdown, which we'll talk about a little bit when we get into the 250s. But we are totally relying on the riders to make this interesting, because the creative track team wasn't very creative on this one. They were not creative. So here's to hoping for some good racing. Let's jump into the injuries going into this weekend. I'm just going to rattle through the list that we have here. Ty Masterpool, he is out. Carson Mumford, out. Hardy Munoz, out. Styles Robertson, out. Jordan Smith, out. Justin Thompson, out. Mitchell Falk, out. Bryson Gardner, out. Mason Gonzalez, out. Chase Marcurier, out. Alex Martin, out. Jeremy Martin, out. Martin Costello, out. Christian Craig, out. Christian Craig, obviously, that's a big hit. He had a great season. He was in the running for the championship, and he had that big fall down. He basically baseball slid and busted up his ankle really bad. And his was just unable to get through the main. So best of luck in that recovery, Christian Craig. It's too bad we didn't get to see you compete for the championship in the end here, but there will always be next year. So then we have Joey Crown out. And then moving over to the 250 West, we have Dakota Alex. He is out. Brighton Carroll out. Kevin Moran's out. Mitchell Oldenburg out. Chad Saltz out. Max Volan out. Dylan Woodcock out. He will be joining us next week. TJ Albright out. Austin Faulkner out. RJ Hampshire out. Grant Harlan out. And that is it for the 250s. Yep, that's it for the 250s. And I say that's it loosely because that's a lot of riders. And I did see some of the comments flowing through on Facebook on some of the motocross and supercross groups that we are in. And they were talking a lot about how few riders there were competing in the 250s in round 16. And it was astonishing. There was not a lot of riders. So, and that long list that I just went through on the 250s is the reason for that. There's a long, long list. We will definitely talk about this in the off season, what they need to do with some of these supercross tracks. To make these tracks more varied, to make them safer for the riders. Ultimately, they need to make a better balance between safety and entertainment because they're just trying to handle this. It seems like they're trying to handle this like a monster truck rally. It's not a monster truck rally. This is an actual sport. These are actual athletes that actually train to compete in this sport, and they need to be protected because these guys are the pinnacle of the sport. Whatever you throw in front of them, they're going to do it as fast and as well as they possibly can. And if you're putting crazy stuff in front of them, like that just doesn't make any sense, they're going to get hurt doing it. And that's going to make the competition worse because there's going to be less riders on the track. We'll definitely be doing some talking about the track designs in between the end of the Supercross season and the beginning of the outdoor season. It's definitely a conversation that needs to be had. So be on the lookout for some talk about that. What needs to happen? What should happen? I know there's between me, Doug, Tiller, Steve, we all have our opinions on what should be done about these tracks, but let's jump into the 450 injuries. We have Freezy, he is out. McElrath is out. Osborne is out. Paulatelli is out. And Stevenson is out. Bogle is out. Brayton is out. Chisholm is out. Cianciarulo is out. And Davalos, newly retired Martin Davalos is out. And that is as of right now, your official injury list for round 17 in Salt Lake City for Supercross, the last round of Supercross that we have for this year. Then we'll take a couple of weeks to talk about some fun stuff before outdoors. But first, let's talk about this showdown. And we can do the points. So we'll talk about the West here first. So here is the points as they stand for the top five. We'll just talk about the top five for this episode. It's really all that's relevant. We have Nichols, Cooper, Shimoda, Jett, Lawrence, and Christian Craig, who obviously is out of this one. So it's really the top four competing for the championship. Let's see. We've got a 7-point difference between Nichols and Cooper. Hang on. This is mixed up. Nichols, Shimoda, Craig. Oh, sorry. My apologies. This is overalls. Sorry, I'm using the stuff that we had from Nichols, Shimoda, Craig, Lawrence, Moseman. All right, so this is the East points. And we'll have to pull up the West points after this. Thought I had them here readily available, but I don't. That was the overall 250s. So 250 East, we have Nichols, Shimoda, Craig, Jett, Lawrence, and Moseman. And between 1 and 2, obviously we saw that the way that it played out. Shimoda took his number 1 win, Big Joe, his first win, and a convincing one too. He did a great job. Let me pull up the Supercross 250 West standings real quick, and we can talk about that. So the 250 West standings are Justin Cooper with 180, Hunter Lawrence with 160, Cameron McAdoo with 158, Seth Hamaker with 142, and Jalik Swole with 138. So the closest we have here is between Hunter. Hunter's pretty much got this one wrapped up, I think, unless something catastrophic happens. Hunter's got that one wrapped up. And then if we look at the overalls here, and this is a mashup of the two, what we'll actually see out there, we have Nichols, Cooper, Shimoda, Hunter Lawrence, and Christian Craig, who is out. And that is your top five when you combine the two 250 classes, which should be combined anyways, but that's neither here nor there. That's what you've got on the track this weekend. Now, I'm pretty sure we have our winners for both classes. Pretty sure it's going to be Nichols and Cooper taking the championships in their, whatever you want to call them, conferences, subgroups. I don't know. I don't really care about what they call them because they shouldn't even be broken up. But I think the biggest narrative that we have to talk about here is the Lawrence brothers. Who gets the better finish? The Hunter Lawrence or Jett Lawrence? I think that is the big narrative here. And they're pretty close in points. We have Hunter with 160 points, and we have Jett with 151 points. And their finishes, they're very different riders. Very different riders. If you didn't know that they were brothers based on the way that they ride, you would never know that they were brothers. But their results, the way that they've come out, are pretty close, within 9 points of each other. So again, Who do you think is going to have the better finish, Jett or Hunter? Drop it in the comment section. I want to know what you have to say about it. And my thoughts here are, I think Jett's going to have the better finish. That's my thought. I think Jett is going to finish in the top 3. And I honestly think Hunter is going to finish in the top 5. I think we're going to have both Lawrence brothers are going to be in the top 5. So that begs the question, who's going to be left out? Because we have Nichols, Cooper, and Shimoda, and Moseman out there too, all competing for these top 5. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna say this. I think Nichols. This is my predictions, and let me know if you think I'm an idiot in the comment section. I think Nichols takes the number 1 spot. I think Jett takes the number 2 spot. I think Shimoda takes the number 3 spot. Hunter takes the number 4 spot. And Cooper takes the number 5 spot. That is my top 5 for this weekend in the 250s. And if you want to make your top 5 known, you can head on over and play pick'ems for this weekend, which we will talk a little bit more about at the end of, or towards the end of the show before we get into the giveaway winners. If you're not familiar with what pick'ems are, we've been doing it all season long. We'll be giving out a trophy. I have my the trophy is here outside of arm's reach. I showed it on the stream last week. It's pretty awesome. But if you're interested in putting in your top 5, and it's completely free. You just go in there, pick your top 5 for 250s, pick your top 5 for the 450s. If you pick the spot exactly, so if you say, I'm picking Jett to get 3rd. If Jett gets 3rd, then you get 2 points for that. If Jett gets 4th, he's still in the top 5, but you didn't pick him in the exact spot, then you get 1 point. And that's how the point system works out. It's gone very well so far. So if you're interested in playing pick'ems, head on over to power2theground.com, the little pick'ems tab right up there at the top, and you can play for the final round. So that is my predictions for the top 5 in the 250s for this weekend. If you think I'm an idiot, go ahead and let me know in the comment section. We'll talk about it at the end of the broadcast. Which I already know that I got some haters out there. So let's jump on over to the 450s. The 450 points as they stand right now, it's wrapped up. Let's be honest. It's beyond wrapped up. There's a 22-point difference between Webb and Roxon in the number 2 spot. There's some riders outside of the top 5 that are kind of close to one another, but that'll be fun to watch. And perhaps if we do couch cross, we'll kind of do a as they run type of deal. I haven't talked to the guys to see if we're going to do couch cross yet, but I will be on the lookout on Facebook and on the website. If we're going to do couch cross, we'll let everybody know. So the 450s is basically wrapped up. I think most of the fun stuff that we're going to see this weekend is going to take place on the 250 class. Webb's, he's going to have the number 1 plate, and there's going to be a lot of people really happy about it. A lot of people really upset about it. Oh, we'll let you know if you're in the Discord too. We will let you know if we're going to do couch cross. So if you're not in the Discord, head on over to the Facebook page. There's a link to join the Discord over there. Or you can just message us on Facebook or message us on the website, and we'll give you a link to join it. because there's a lot of fun conversation that happens over there on the Discord. So that is what we've got for our top 5 going into round 17. I'm not gonna do my top 5 for the 450s. I'm gonna do my top 3 prediction going in, because there actually is some variability in the top 5s, and I don't want to put any ridiculous notions in your head if you're going over and playing pick'ems. I think Webb is going to win. I think he's going to take your number 1 spot. I think Tomac is going to take a number 2 spot. And who do I put in the number 3 spot? I don't think it's going to be Roxon, to be totally honest. I don't think it's going to be Roxon. I don't think he'll take top 3. I think he was destroyed mentally and emotionally last week, and I think you're going to see that take a toll on him going into this weekend. So I'm not even going to put him in my top 3. I'll put Anderson in my 3rd spot. See if he can not make some mistakes, because he's been really fast. He's making mistake here, mistake there, and it's been taking him kind of out of being one of those top riders. So that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go Webb, Tomac, Anderson for my top 3 going in the 450s. Again, let me know if I'm an idiot in the comment sections, and we can talk about it after we go through all of this. So that is it for the Supercross stuff. Now let's talk about some fun stuff. Let's talk about what you guys got going on, because here is the list of the top 5 in the pick'ems. And it's not just the top 5 in that are within reach of this here either. I think the top 6 or 7 are all within reach of winning this weekend. All it takes is one really good weekend, or one really bad weekend to change this up completely. We have Brian with 139, Tiller with 137, Cole with 136, Terry with 135, and Doug with 130. Those are the top 5 that we have going into this weekend for pick'ems. Again, if you want to play pick'ems just for fun, we will be doing a bunch of different stuff for the outdoor season that we didn't do for the indoor. This whole pick'ems thing, this was kind of a trial for it to see if people were interested in it. And I gotta say, doing pick'ems for the indoor season, the Supercross season, got way more attention and participation than I expected it to. And I'm glad for it. I'm glad people enjoyed doing it. This is something that Steve and I did watching Supercross just kind of on our own to make it interesting between each other, just as friendly competition. And I'm glad to see you guys enjoy it. And there will definitely be a lot of developments happening with pick'ems between the outdoor season, or between the end of the indoor season and the beginning of the outdoor season. More prizes, more everything. So be on the lookout for that. The winner of the Pick'ems trophy will be announced at some point next week. I'm going to have to talk to Doug and Tiller whether they want to do it on their show on Monday. Maybe we can get a hold of the winner and see if we can get them live, or we can do it at some other point during the week next week. But I do want to get the winner, whoever that winner may be, on the broadcast somewhere to officially announce them as a winner. And man, I wish I could do it in person, because I'd love to just hand them the trophy, because I think that would be really cool. Leap goals. We'll get there eventually. We'll get there eventually. So that's what's going on for Pick'ems. Now, let's get to what you guys are here for. Let's do the announcement of the winner of the giveaway. Now, if you didn't know that there was a giveaway, we will be definitely doing more giveaways. So if you're not already subscribed here on YouTube, or you don't already follow our Facebook page, go ahead and click either that follow button or that subscribe button so you can be notified. You can head on over to the website and join our email list so you can be notified. But we will definitely do everything that we can to let you know the next time that we have a giveaway. We got a lot of participation from a bunch of people today. Let's take a look at it. How many people did we actually get? Competitions finished. So we had 117 people entered into this giveaway total, which is awesome. That's more than I was expecting. Doug says I win. Nice. So we had 117 people enter into this giveaway. The giveaway just ended at 12 o'clock. So if you missed out on this giveaway this time, don't worry about it. There will be more. Let's announce the winners, because the winners have been officially drawn. And the first winner of the set of SUNSTAR the first winner of the SUNSTAR Sprockets and Chains giveaway is a free set of sprockets for whatever bike that you need, and we will reach out to you, is George Shapiro. So George Shapiro, you are our first winner. If you are in here watching, let me know. Drop some sort of a comment in the comment section. If you're not watching or listening to this at some point after, we will reach out to you. I've got your email, all that kind of stuff. I will get a hold of you so we can get you your winnings. That is winner number one. Winner number two is Chris McIntyre. So our two winners, George and Chris, of the SUNSTAR giveaway of set of sprockets. We will, like I said, if you're in here, let me know in the chat. If you're not in here, we'll get a hold of you afterwards and get you your winnings. So that's exciting. That is our first giveaway that we've done in this manner. And this one worked out a lot better than I thought it would as well. This was a fun one to promote. So we'll definitely do it this way from now on. And it got us a lot of growth too. I believe I think we're closing in on 50 subscribers on YouTube. We were at like 12 going into this. We got a ton of subscribers to our newsletter on the website. We got a bunch of new podcast subscribers. So all good things. You guys got something. We got the word out to a lot of new people. So this is awesome. We will continue doing this. And thank you very much for participating. If you didn't win this time, like I said, there will be more chances to win some fun stuff in the weeks coming up here. So that's all we got for scheduled stuff. Let's go through the chat and see what we got here. Steve says probably Jett if he doesn't do anything reckless. I agree. That is the qualifier. If Jett doesn't do anything reckless, I believe he will finish higher than Hunter. Sean says, I think that one Lawrence brother is going to have a good ride and the other one will be close second to him. Way to take a stance, Sean. That was courageous. What can I say? Courage. Just so much courage. Sean says, hit a cow. No, don't hit a cow either. Don't hit a tree. Don't hit a cow. Juggy jugs. Yes, absolutely. Again, jump on over to the website if you want some Juggy jugs. We've got new sizes coming up soon. All we have is the A cup. We will have a B cup, a C cup, a D cup, and possibly a double D cup coming soon. So jump on over to the power, the number 2, the ground.com, hit up the store and check out what we got over there. Steve, what do you say here? I'm jumping off the Jett bandwagon and on the Shimoda one. You know what, Steve? I don't hate you for that one. In fact, this is something that me, Doug, and Tiller have been talking about quite a bit on the Discord recently. I think Shimoda is on his way to becoming a crowd favorite. He is very, very close to it, if not already there. Steve says your top 5 is crazy. Of course it is. Why wouldn't my top 5 be crazy? Look, if you're playing pick'ems, if you're picking the same thing that everybody else is picking, you can't win. It's harder to lose that way, but you can't win. If you've got the same picks as everybody else, you got to make them crazy. Tiller says, I'll be happy if Webb races and wins it, but I am sad that Kenny couldn't get it this year. I was really hoping to see him win this. Yeah, I think everybody kind of felt that way. Everybody wanted to see Kenny compete to the end, if not win the whole thing. He's got to work on his mental resilience. That he has become, it seems like he has fallen into what Tomac had fallen into in years past, where as soon as the pressure was on, he just couldn't put the power to the ground. See what I did there? He's got to do something about that. I don't know what that is. I know that he's been talking about doing stuff like that for the past couple of years and doing a bunch of different, taking a bunch of different strategies to deal with it, but it's not working out for him so far. He has been Senor Poopy Pants several times over the last couple of weeks, and he's definitely going to fix that. See, Steve and Tiller are going back and forth a little bit. How many Yamahas will be in the top 5 this weekend? 2? All 3? I'm going to say 2. Yeah, I'm going to say 2. Is it 2? I can't remember my top 5 now. But I'll say 2. Just based off of nothing. I'm going to say Nichols and Cooper. I think those are going to be your 2 top 5. Your 2 blue bikes in the top 5. Doug says I win. Hunter, yeah, Doug's on the Hunter wagon for the Jett versus Hunter poll here. So Doug's on the Hunter poll. Yeah. Steve says Jett is entertaining as hell, but I feel like Shimoda is one of the most likable riders in the sport. Yes, I agree. I think Shimoda started winning me over when earlier in the season he got on the podium, but he got on the podium. I don't even remember who crashed in front of him. If you remember who crashed in front of him that allowed him to get onto the podium, let me know in the comment section. when he was on the doing his post-race interview after he took that podium, he outright said, I want to earn it myself. I feel like I was given this one, and I'd rather earn it than it be given to me. And that was when I was like, oh, this is somebody special here. This is somebody to pay attention to. Mosiman is on the track, so Jett is distracted automatically. Yeah, I can agree with that for the most part, though they did a pretty good job of not taking it too far this past weekend. Jett did his thing, Mosiman did his thing, and yeah, we'll see though. It's the last ride of the year, so all bets are off. Yes, I'm assuming he's talking about Shimoda here. Yes, he basically said it didn't count because he didn't earn it. Yeah, I agree. That was one of the coolest things I've heard any rider say ever doing a post-race interview. So I can't remember who it was that went down in front of him, but that was awesome. I am definitely rooting for Joe for sure. But I've got Jett in my Hunter versus Jett. That's about all I got for you guys for the podcast today. So again, I will see you next Thursday, not Friday. I'll see you next Thursday at 7 p.m. And we will have Dylan Woodcock on the show, hanging out with us, talking about what he's got going on, talking about some of the finishes in the Supercross season, and maybe do a little bit of talking some outdoor stuff. I don't know. We'll see. But congratulations to George and Chris for winning the giveaway. I will be in touch with you, and for everybody else, be on the lookout for new giveaways. Be sure to get your pick'ems in. Jump on over to brotacofoods.com and use coupon code PTTG for 20% off. Jump on over to sunstar-breaking.com and hit up the support. Use PTTG in the email, and Doug will hook you up on over there. If you're looking for any marketing services, go to novapro.media and make a meeting so we can put together a strategy for you. And of course, jump on over to power2theground.com, grab yourself some merch, and get your pick'ems in. There will be some new stuff coming up soon, and I will see you guys next week. Have fun watching the final round. If I don't see you on Couch Cross, it's going to be awesome. Can't wait for it. It's going to be sweet. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.